The calendar says Cinco de Mayo, and that means it's time to celebrate.
With good food and good drinks, that's why we're having a special Thursday edition of our Field Trip Friday. Zach Lashway live at Picos on Upper Kirby with more, getting the celebration going early. Zach, good morning.
Yeah, we're kickstarting Field Trip Friday celebrations here on this Thursday because, as you mentioned, it is Cinco de Mayo. Good morning to you, Lisa. Good morning to you, Owen, and you at home. We are at Picos at the corner of Kirby and Richmond in Upper Kirby, and we are learning everything about tortillas this half hour. You know, for many of us, Cinco de Mayo is a time to throw back a few margaritas, but there is a history lesson. There is an education to be learned here. Going to teach us this morning on how to cook and a little bit about Cinco de Mayo is Arnaldo Richards, owner of Picos. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. We start with the history lesson. You know, Cinco de Mayo to us, I mean, yes, it is important for Mexico, but I think it's more like a Texas celebration. Because as a history lesson, I mean, the gentleman who commanded the troops that defeated the French army was from Goliad, Texas. So back in the days, I mean, they were celebrating the victory also in Goliad, Texas, and it became sort of like a Texas tradition. So they started celebrating Cinco de Mayo. That's one of the reasons why here in Texas, you know, we celebrate it even more so than they do in Mexico. So that's what we always had told people about it, because it's not Mexico's Independence Day. It was a very important battle. You know,
Battle of Puebla.
The Battle of Puebla. You know, I mean, the French still took over Mexico City, but it was notorious because it was the first time that the French army had been defeated.
Yeah.
And it was defeated by a bunch of peasants and very few soldiers. So.
A confidence boost for Mexico. Exactly. We know years later they were defeated by the French once again. But so we are making tortillas this morning. What's going on here?
Well, I mean, right now we're making tortillas for this morning. We make all our tortillas are made by hand.
By hand. So we're rolling them over here. This is cornmeal?
That is cornmeal, yes.
And then
masa.
Masa, and then from here they're put into the press.
It's put into the press and then into the griddle. Awesome. And of course, the griddles that we have now is tremendously big.
Oh, of course,
so
right?
We make a lot of tortillas. We also do the corn and the flour tortillas. They all made by hand.
And this is the finished product right here?
Well, this is some of the products that we make with the masa. You know, we have some pellizcadas, we have tlayudas, we have gorditas and quesadillas.
Awesome.
So they're all made with masa in many different ways. I mean, we have even more so products for made with corn masa and different fillings and proteins and cheeses. They're all completely different.
Well, I know we're running out of time during this segment, so during break I'm going to help these ladies press a few tortillas here. But coming up in the next hour, we're going to be talking about, where are they? Margaritas, Owen, right here. And I make a pretty mean margarita.
All right. I'd love to try it. I'll try any margarita once.
Yes.
If it's good, I'll try it twice.
Right?
Thank you to Picos and Upper Kirby for getting up early with us.
Very much.